The city of Champaign is undergoing a few changes. The Bristol Place neighborhood will be rebuilt and Champaign's Phoenix Center will be relocating.
Also, October features Domestic Violence Awareness Month and Fire Safety Week. Watch how the youth enjoyed learning about taking precautions.
Plus, if you're thinking about improving your painting skills, you're in luck. Local paint party in downtown Champaign takes place every Sunday night.
Your UI7 News Break starts right now.
From the Richmond Journalism Teaching Studio at the University of Illinois campus, this is your UI7 News Break, your U of I news source.
Good afternoon and welcome to the UI7 News Break. I'm Kathleen Foley.
And I'm Jasmine Din.
Local neighborhood Bristol Place, a part of Champaign featuring dated homes and a history of crime and violence, is now going to be rebuilt.
The city of Champaign has taken the first steps in their plan to renew Bristol Place through resident relocation and reformation of homes. Joining us in the studio today is Nathaniel Stewart.
Thanks, Jasmine. Residents have noticed a decrease in crime since construction began. There's only a few more locals left to be relocated before the old neighborhood is just a memory. The city of Champaign passed a bill a few weeks ago to acquire properties in the Bristol Place neighborhood. The bill helped the city move forward with their plans to rebuild.
Me, I'm just renting my home, so of course I'm ready to go. I think that's a good choice. That's a good idea. It's about time they did it.
The city feels that they have put more into the Bristol Place area than is worth, and hope that rebuilding could raise property values.
Well, it is a combination of the quality of the properties there. They're aged past their useful life, and the majority of them are rental, meaning they haven't been kept up to a high quality standard. And the other is just problems with crime, and it just became evident that something on a greater scale needed to occur to make positive change there.
Standing here at the corner of Roper and Clock, not long ago, residents said that these streets were scattered with drug deals, murders, and various other crimes. Carter hopes that the redevelopment project in the city of Champaign will once again make these streets safer. The city is currently in the first phase of the project, which is the acquisition, relocation, and demolition phase. Gomez says that the current residents will receive first right of refusal on the newly developed homes once they are finished.
Lately, since they have been starting to tear the houses down, like you don't see as many people hanging out on the streets, and you don't really see too many squad parks. But yeah, like I said,
in Champaign, Nathaniel Stewart, UI7 Newsbreak.
Champaign's Phoenix Center is also relocating. Members are saddened that they don't know where they'll end up. The center's lease is ending and they have yet to find a new building that can accommodate their needs. UI7's Ryan White has more on the future of the Phoenix Center.
She's my inspiration over here. She got me into playing more on.
For many in Champaign, the Phoenix Center represents new beginnings. It's a safe place where the homeless can go to use the phone, internet, or just relax.
Helping me get the clothes that I needed for work, developing resources of where to live.
But the organization so dedicated to giving others a new lease on life is in need of a new lease itself. The owner of the building is selling to developers. Once a contract is signed, they will have 60 days to leave.
Right now, we need your prayers for God to provide that right location.
Melanie Jackson sold most of her belongings to start the Phoenix Center after she says she was humbled by the faith of a group of homeless men she and other volunteers prayed for at a charity event.
When the volunteer finished praying, one of the guys started praying for us and said, God, thank you for bringing these people to care about us, and I pray that they'll be safe and they'll be warm tonight. And that was a real game changer for me.
When Jackson found this place on Neal Street, she knew it wouldn't last forever, but finding a new place has been hard.
And most places that we've looked at, we have to entirely build handicap accessible restrooms. There's going to be construction needed.
The fate of the Phoenix Center is still unknown, but those who have benefited from it say they hope even if the location changes, the resources will still be available to those who need them.
There are so many people that don't have any idea where to go, where to start. Without this place, I can't see the community healing.
In Champaign, Ryan White, UI7 Newsbreak.
On Friday, Governor Rauner attended a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the University of Illinois' new center to help wounded veterans earn college degrees. According to the Champaign News-Gazette, Rauner apologized to the university and other institutions in attendance for the difficulties they are facing due to the state budget crisis. Rauner and the legislature have failed to agree on a budget for the 2015 to 2016 fiscal year, which began on July 1st. The president of the University of Illinois, Timothy Killeen, in partner with the presidents of the 8 other public universities in Illinois, wrote a letter to Rauner and other legislative leaders warning them that the schools were on the brink of serious operational damage.
The opening of the new Rail and Innovations Laboratory at the University of Illinois aids researchers in continuing the long-standing tradition of railway research. RailTech is a 3,500 square foot lab off campus that researchers use to test the effects of different variables on rail ties. This facility is one of a kind in North America. It focuses on the freight travel and works to find solutions to the wear and tear associated with railroads. Not only does this lab conduct research geared towards bettering railways, it provides expertise and services to research partners and companies associated with the international rail industry.
Coming up after the break, Fire Safety Week is in full effect. Stick around to find out how children are learning fun ways to stay safe.
Also, last Friday marked the first paint party at Guido's. Your UI7 Newsbreak has more.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple. It's like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert. Used to call me the buttered biscuit. I know about birth control, too. So you can ask me anything, baby.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile! Dang it.
To the invisible jet!
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Yeah! Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
Welcome back. Pumpkin patches and Halloween festivities may be a large theme in October, but this month is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. University of Illinois supports this cause by co-sponsoring events with community groups throughout the month. On a college campus, relationships can be tricky, but the university emphasizes the importance of highlighting domestic abuse issues. This month, the U of I Women's Resource Center, also known as the WRC, is providing activities and events related to domestic violence. Events include support groups, guest speakers, and free lunches, all focused upon dynamics of domestic violence and shedding light on related issues. Events are listed on the WRC website, and all students are welcome to attend.
Longtime civil rights activist and freedom writer Dr. Bernard Lafayette made a special trip to the University of Illinois to speak to students. In light of Inclusive Illinois and iUnite Week, keynote speaker Dr. Bernard Lafayette came to visit the Illinois campus. Lafayette has worked closely with Dr. Martin Luther King to help organize the 1960s civil rights movement. During the speaking event, Lafayette spoke about his role in the Selma voting rights protests and his lessons learned as a freedom writer. He highlighted the importance of practicing nonviolent strategies.
What we have to do is start a movement where we bring the policemen in and and do training with them and also start dialogue with them. And I think the situation is at a crisis now where some people will be willing to help that happen.
The Champaign Fire Department is kicking off Fire Prevention Week. The first events began on Sunday at Marketplace Mall. Kara Garvey has more on what the day entailed.
Every bedroom needs a working smoke alarm is this year's theme for Fire Prevention Week. Dozens of families gathered Sunday for the Touch a Truck event and Hazard House demo. Touch a Truck was a crowd favorite.
He was able to go on the truck, try on the coat, look at different stuff. It was pretty cool.
Many Champaign firefighters spent time interacting with the community. Outside the trucks, they explained how everything works and let the children explore inside. The Champaign Fire Department brought a variety of trucks to the event, this one behind me being a hook and ladder truck. Its job is to gain access to the fire in under 2 minutes. The reason behind the week's theme happened indoors. A variety of sounding smoke alarms were on display so children knew what to look out for in case of an emergency. But the kids were more interested in the Hazard House demo. Firefighters moved potential hazards around a model house for the children to identify. The goal of it all? Show the kids what to look out for and how to protect themselves. Deputy Fire Marshal Randy Smith hopes children and their families understand the big picture.
They can take some of the message we're delivering today, take them home, and hopefully be a little safer around their own house. You know, like I said, having that smoke detector in every bedroom is important. You know, that's early detection.
This week's theme was inspired by the Great Chicago Fire and the devastation it caused. The smoke detector in every bedroom allows the likeliness of a fire to decrease. The Champaign Fire Department offered a variety of pamphlets for families to take home to create their own safety plans. Being a victim of a fire disaster can happen to anyone.
They need to learn as young as 5 years old, 4 years old, what to do and who to look for when there is an accident or an incident.
The Champaign Fire Department will continue their week with visits to local schools and the University of Illinois. In Champaign, Kara Garvey, UI7 Newsbreak.
Lola's Brush is bringing the party to Sunday night. Painting, wine, and food are part of the deal, but creativity is the goal.
Tonight is the first paint party of October, and owner of Lola's Brush and instructor Manny Danowitz is hoping for a bigger turnout for the following Sundays to come. Today, Danowitz is teaching participants how to paint a fake Love Is wood board. Danowitz says no previous painting skills are required, and she's there to help you every step of the way.
If I can teach kindergarten students how to paint, I can definitely get you to paint. It's great.
Participants Kiana and Donzo Lampkin say Danowitz is a great instructor.
Oh, she was very clear. Yeah, I liked her. She took her time. It wasn't too fast.
She wasn't getting frustrated with all of our questions.
Refilling the paint.
The paint party starts at 5 p.m. and ends at 8 p.m. every Sunday with a different design each week. The cost is $30 and all painting supplies are provided. All ages are welcome to join the fun as well.
Participants can kick back and relax while they paint their works of art. The party doesn't officially start until 5:30, so there's time to order a few beverages and start the party early.
The Lampkins are attending for Donzel's birthday, and they say it's nice to have a date that has an extra boost to the usual wine and dine.
I think it was awesome. I was a little skeptical about it being easy. I thought we were going to have paintings that looked like fourth graders did them, but they looked really nice, and I'm very satisfied.
Danowitz started Lola's Brush just 6 months ago and is happy with how fast it's picked up. She says her inspiration to start hosting paint parties came after drinking wine and painting with her girlfriends at home. The business is gathering a large following according to Danowitz, and hosting their weekly parties at Guido's has been a great booster.
We like to say, like, you know, drink some Chardonnay while you paint your Monet, and life is good. So it's a great time. Everyone loves it.
In Champaign, Jasmine Din, UI7 Newsbreak.
You know what I was surprised about is how quickly she started her business. It was so new.
Yeah, it seems like it just popped up overnight, and it's such a great idea. I feel like they're popping up everywhere too now.
Yeah, it was, and the couple that was there, oh my gosh, they were so sweet to talk to.
I know, they look so nice.
They really enjoyed it. It was his birthday.
Oh my God, that's great. That's such like a fun birthday thing to do.
I know, right?
And that's all for this UI7 News Break.
Thanks for watching, and have a great day.